Good morning. I'm coming to you from Asheville Airport on a very cold day in January. It was 16 degrees when I left the house, and Asheville is expecting a big snowstorm this weekend. But instead of being here, I'm going to be in Arizona. So I want to tell you about what's going on this year and the trips I have planned, and hopefully you can hear me over everything in the airport and also the announcements don't come back on. So 2025 held a lot of grief for me, especially in the fall when we did an IVF round that failed. We have been trying to conceive for almost 10 years. 2026 actually marks 10 years, May to be specifically, and our daughter would have been born in June 2026. At the end of last year, I recognized through the help of my therapist, my best friend, and my husband that I was not fine. I kept saying, I'm fine. I just kept pretending that I was okay, and I wasn't. And so being able to finally step into that reality and recognize that I want to live my life and not just sit in the grief. Now, I was a health and wellness coach with the couples navigating infertility for 5 years. I just stopped this past August, right before our IVF transfer. And one thing that I saw a lot of those folks do, and I know I've been guilty of myself before, is living your life on pause because of what if. What if I get pregnant? What if that's my due date? What if? All right, this robot is coming for me. But I am a strong believer that we want to live our lives unpaused, because that's what our future children would want. That's what we want our children to see of us. And it is absolutely devastating to just continuously leave your life on pause. So instead of sitting in my grief or trying to solve my grief, which I don't think that grief is something that you solve, I think grief is something that becomes a part of who you are, a part of your lived experience, and it's not something that you have to go through the stages to get over. It's now a part of your lived experience. And so I wanted to spend 2026 allowing joy to dance alongside my grief, so I can still experience the grief of what it's going to be like in May to officially be 10 years, what it's going to feel like in June when our would have been due date passed, or when I hear new pregnancy announcements or baby showers or first birthdays or any of the things that trigger a lot of emotions for me. I'm also going to go and do the things. My first trip is to Saguaro National Park, so I'm flying to Tucson, Arizona today, and I will be out there for a few days to hike with my best friend. And this is a national park we've never been to before, and I told her that I get to be prickly with the prickly cactus. So follow along if you're interested. If this resonates with you at all, please know that whatever grief journey you are not on it alone. There is community out here, and if we all speak up a little bit more about our grief, the things that we normally silence, we can be in this together and no longer suffer. I used to tell my clients all the time that solitary confinement is one of the cruelest punishments we know as a humankind, and when we don't tell other people, don't share with other people, we don't share it with everybody. We don't have to scream it from the mountaintops. You don't have to be as vocal as I am about it, but when you are vocal about it with at least one person, it becomes shared grief, and shared grief is halved. And so just recognizing that you don't have to do this alone. Find someone that you can trust outside of your partnership, right? Like if it's fertility, go outside of your partnership. If it's your family, maybe you lost a family member, go outside of your family to find that person that can support you through it. Or also just like be there and be like, wow, man, this really sucks. So anyways, that's what I'm doing this year. I'm letting joy dance with grief as I do big adventures and micro adventures throughout the year to make sure that I'm living the life that I know that my daughter that I would have had would have been proud of me. I hope that you subscribe or like this video if this inspires you or excites you, or if you can relate to it in any way. Thank you.